This is Britain versus the world. I'm Justin Lee Collins, captain of Team GB. My orders come straight from the top. I'm to challenge the world to some of the greatest sporting events and emerge victorious. Failure is not an option. It's time to show the rest of the world who's got the biggest balls of all. On Britain versus the world, my team face 4 near impossible trials of strength. We play countries at their own homegrown sports to prove that Britain truly is great. Our first opponents are Team US, who taunt us with their lunatic interstate mullet toss. Then we put Finland under the cosh in their sauna sitting championships. Australia will be crushed like chilies in the crab tying event, and we finish with the home sport. It's cheese rolling. As always, my heroic teammates are Dew, who's yet to fail us, and Steve Balls of Steel Purton. They'll take us all the way. Each event will be adjudicated by our entirely impartial Swiss referee, Fairley. When I first heard of the American Festival of Mullet Tossing, I couldn't believe my ears. I immediately thought of Pat Sharp, Billy Ray Cyrus, and other great hairdo tossers of our time. But I was wrong. How wrong I was. The Americans don't toss off wigs, they toss off fish. Big ones. You shithouse. I'm not scared of you, America, you crazy teenagers of the world. I say bring it on. Right here, right now. You naughty wanker. The Floridians and Alabamans have got it right. In true Yankee style, once a year they head down to the beach to toss their mullets across the state border.
We're gonna do this!
Mark your diaries for the last weekend in April if you fancy yourself as a class act fish tosser. Several thousand residents turn up to watch the event to see who'll take away the prestigious mullet trophy. But the world record of 54 metres doesn't sound impressive to me. Team GB can and will beat that. We're here at the Fishmongers to pick out the right fish for the toss. Now, I can't stress how important this is today, you boys, because we're up against the Americans. And we're going to whoop them in the ass! We're going to whoop them in the ass until it hurts! And when they're begging us to stop, we're going to whoop them in the ass some more! It's Steve the Fishmonger. Steve, do you want to come in, mate? Yep. Steve, could you please select some nice fish for us to toss?
We've got
you
some
saucy sod.
Lovely cods here, a good size, and they should fit lovely in the hand. And we've got some lovely bass here as well.
OK, Steve, as a team, we thank you for your comments. We'll take them on board, and we'll do our utmost, Steve, not to let you down, to beat those crazy Yanks.
Excellent.
OK, boys, let's go throw some fish.
Let's do it.
We're lobbing our wet ones at Chester FC on the English-Welsh border. Representing the USA, it's John from Chicago, Jesse from Minnesota, and Rob from Texas.
Let the toss-off begin. Justin, Bristol, Great Britain, step forward and take your bass.
I'm going for the bass! You do this! Come on! I've got the bass! I'm going to make you fly, you diabolical munter! Come on, bass! Come
Step
on!
forward to the tossing line, please.
Come on, Great Britain! Yes! Great Britain! Come on! Beat that Yankee Doodle Dandy!
35 metres for Justin, Great Britain. John, Chicago, USA, throwing bass. Step forward, John, and take your fish.
Yeah, this bass is gonna fly!
My throw of 35 metres really set the standard. I won the bass toss for Great Britain by a mile. Dew let us down badly with his sardine kick. He got beaten by a girl, and the US took that point. So one apiece, it was all down to Steve and his cod to win the event overall.
Tossing cod. Please select your cod.
Steve, you're going to need 2 hands on this one, mate. Is a monster. Toss that monster off. Go, Steve.
cod has flown 19 metres.
You're a bunch bunch of tossers! Yeah! Yeah!
Step forward. Rob from Texas, USA. Tossing cod. The cod flew even further, 20 metres for the American cod.
That's absolutely unbelievable. The Americans win it 2-1. An almighty toss there from the boy from Texas. What a gorgeous spunker. So one event down, and it's Britain 0, the world 1. Gutted. Before we move on to our next contest, let's head down to Pulborough, Sussex, where they like to spend days racing lawnmowers. There's the 12-hour race for girly boys and the 24-hour race for real men.
The first 2 or 3 laps are absolutely manic. Everybody wants to get to the front, everybody wants to lead.
After a while, the contestants can't see for the shit in their eyes, so they know it's time for a pit stop and a quick scrub down. The Lawnmower Grand Prix was started in 1973, and Sterling Moss has his name engraved on a winner's trophy twice. I cannot imagine how it must feel to win such a prestigious event.
More exhausted than elated, I think. It was such a hard last stint I did.
Mika Hakkinen, the Moomins, Nokia, and the sauna. That's Finland in a nutshell. So no wonder then they invented the annual sauna sitting championships.
Hey, look, they're here already.
I tell you, I was a freezing cold day. They're stood outside in their keks. Go and have a word. All right, do?
All right, fella.
OK, be strong. There's 1.7 million saunas in Finland and only 5 million Finns. That's about 1 in 3. Here we have 3 Finns, and let me take you to our sauna. Come with me, you boys. I know what you've been trying to do, stood there in your keks, all right? You're fine specimens, but I won't be goaded. In fact, I think I've got the better of you lot on this challenge because I'm fat. Yeah, I'm a bloater and I have large norks. The real event in Heinola could easily be mistaken for a Miss World contest. But no, this is serious. Sponsored by Speedo, this is not a sport to be taken lightly. It all started when a bunch of boisterous youths who hung out with a local swimming pool began amusing themselves by trying to outsit unsuspecting members of the public who were innocently enjoying an afternoon sauna. The people of Heinola were so disturbed by this flagrant flouting of sauna law that they solved the problem by making it an official contest, which now attracts participants from all over the world. For the winners, there's temporary weight loss, and if you're really lucky, your skin will turn purple. Well, that looks a bit tight. Are we all going to get in there fairly?
It's been measured, you're fit.
OK, fairly, you're Swiss, you're the ref. What are the rules, and how are you going to score it?
Well, just in there, quite simple. Anyone who leaves the bench, they're out.
Right.
And the clock starts.
That's very hot.
It's 600 degrees, isn't it?
You're sweating up a bit though, Kai.
Not too bad.
I tell you what, you're starting to look like Dolph Lundgren at the end of Rocky 4. This is incredible. All right, Erno, how you doing? You can barely see for the sweat in your eyes. I know how you feel, mate. I know how you feel, yeah. Let's all be honest, boys. It's starting to get tough, isn't it?
Hey, mate, look, he's doing it. Got a spot of sweat on him.
It's cold in Finland. This must be like being on Mars for you lot. Oh. Yeah, apparently you're only supposed to stay in a sauna at 15-minute intervals.
It was a fair fight. You can go. Thank you. It was a fair fight. You can go.
Thanks.
You can go.
Thanks, Guy. Oh, dearie me. It's like mental cruelty. It's what it is from you, Mika, mate. Mind games, constantly mind games. Well, I'm sick of it, Mika. I'm not playing your stupid games anymore.
Come on, Sing. Let's hear a cheer. Come on, Frat, Sing.
Yeah!
Stop in. Come on. We're not going nowhere.
I've got to be honest, I'm actually starting to enjoy it.
The pain barrier, mate.
Past the pain barrier.
Threshold.
I'm really starting to enjoy it. I think I could definitely spend another 2 hours there. Let me out! I've got to get out! Oh! 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 Oh!
22 minutes.
How long was I in there for, mate?
Just 22 minutes there, Justin.
Just
Well done.
22 minutes.
Just 22.
Yeah.
It's obviously not hot enough for you. So
No.
a little bit more.
Oh, that's a bit too hot to do, though, isn't it, Vic? Right?
Oh, dear me. My hands are numb, that ain't right, is it? My hands are going numb. Finland's Erno was the next out, as Fairley ruled that he was in danger of passing out if he stayed in any longer.
Hachikamono, on the grounds of safety, we've had to withdraw you at the 45th minute, but well done, well done.
Thank you.
Steve put in a valiant effort, but after losing the feeling in his legs, he had to leave, rejecting the Finnish lifestyle and declaring no more saunas for me. All right, Steve.
Yeah, man.
Well done.
Could do with sitting down, man.
Yeah.
I'll go sit out there, shall I?
Yeah. How you feeling, Steve? In fact. Right, this is absolutely genuine. We haven't set this up. 3 men left in the hot box. They've been in there for a total of 56 minutes. All 3 of them are going to come out together. Okay, let's get them out then. Let's get them out fairly.
How'd you come, lads?
Come on, you boys.
All together. Well done.
Fantastic. Oh,
Well
dude,
done, lads.
absolutely well done, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Mika, let me shake your hand. Well done. Well done. Well done, Kai. Right then, fairly, what's the result?
Well, Justin, the Brits steamed away for 114 minutes in total, but the Finns chilled along to 160 minutes. So the Finns won the sauna sit-out. Well done, Finns.
So defeat by Finland means it's the world 2, Britain 0. But we remain confident that GB can pull this back as we go crab tying against the Aussies and face an international team in the British cheese rolling event. Still to come in Britain versus the World, find out who nearly breaks their neck and who sheds blood during the British cheese rolling event. But first, we have a war to win down at the seaside. Now, the Australians have given us many things. Rolf Harris, Neighbours, Crocodile Dundee. You bastards, Australia. Now it's time to give something back. Now, we know you think you're pretty big in the machismo department, but my manhood is also large. We're going to beat you, Australia, at the Keppel Crabtastic Crab Tying Competition. See my passion. Feel my fire, scratch my ass. This is Bill and Fred Lowry, Australia's mud crab tying champions. Every May in Keppel Sands, Queensland, crab tyers get together to try and beat these brothers at the well-established art of nipper trussing. They're the best in their field.
It's a nice big crab, nice big claws. Imagine if you grabbed out of your foot or something. If you've got a baler there or something, you get it and get some cool salt water out of the creek and you tip it on their back. And they think they're in the water, and then they'll sort of just slowly release it, and when you feel that pressure come off, you rip your finger out quick smart.
So if it grabs onto my Johnson, then I'll just piss on it. Thanks for the advice, Fred. I think I'm ready to go. Now, nobody has a greater knowledge of crabs than me, but let's meet our Aussie friends who think they can win this here fight. Hi, guys, how you doing?
Very good.
Here with Elise, Gruff, and Chris on the end there. Chris, great history of culture there in Australia. Let me ask you, Rolf Harris, why?
Why? What's Rolf Harris got to do with it?
Absolutely nothing at all. Gruff Neighbours, what do you think?
We made it to send it over here so you guys can be punished.
Okay, Elise, Crocodile Dundee.
I liked it.
Elise, what do you say after this? We get the crabs together, we throw a couple of tinnies onto the barbie, and we eat some Sheilas.
I don't think so.
You bloody beauty. The event is held up by 2 crabs having sex. What are the dangers of separating a bonking pair of crabs?
The claws.
Really? They could get
really
nasty?
powerful. 200 pounds per square inch at the tips.
Right. Is it possible to tell when the cock crab is on the vinegar stroke?
Well, the genitals of the crab are actually concealed underneath the carapace.
Underneath the what? You cannot see the crab's balls.
No.
That's what you're saying?
No, they're actually tucked up inside.
Yeah, because it would be the worst thing. I wouldn't want to pull out a poor cocked crab just when he's on the vinegar stroke and the poor thing spooges all over itself. That would be hideous, and then I go and tie the poor bugger's legs up.
Yes.
I mean, what a day in the life of a crab, Fairly.
They actually produce quite a lot of semen.
Quite a lot of spooge.
Yes.
Really, how much?
About 4 centilitres, I believe.
Right, Fairly, is there a danger of us getting crab spooge into our eyes?
Yes, I'd say so.
What would happen as a result? We'd start walking sideways and shitting ourselves. Let's tie some crabs! Come on! Let's tie them up!
It's the Keppel Crab Crab Tying Competition. It's a relay race. Are you ready to start?
We're ready, Fairly, we're ready.
On my mark, go!
Go on, Dewey, get in there! Get in the water! Hang on, Calvin. That's it. Pick it up by the bum! You've got his ass! I've got his ass. Get it, mate. Tie him up! Tie him up! That's it. Come on, Dew. There you are, mate. What do you think about that then, Fairly?
Okay, yeah, just about.
Well done, mate. Go on, Steve-O. Come on, Steve, get in there. Get into the pool. Come on, Steve-O.
Yep, that's okay.
Straight up there, no worries.
Go, Steve-O!
No bloody worries.
Steve,
Watch
come
out
on,
for the
mate.
place, Steve.
Go, Steve, go on.
Beware the place. Beware the place. Oh, has it got you, Elise? Has it got you? How does it feel? How does it feel, Elise? Does it feel really good? Are you enjoying this? Dew got us off to a flyer, but Steve, while still giving 110%, seemed to be at odds with the crab. It was the first time I'd seen fear in my teammates' eyes. Go on, Steve, for God's sake, watch out for the place, Steve. That's it. Go on, Steve, I know you've got the crab, I'm just worried about the place. Perfect.
Lovely, and the next one.
Can I go in? Can I go in? Oh, the water! Oh, those tormenting crabs! Did I do a good job? Look at that! Look how happy he is! There you are, Fairly, mate. Take it. Take the crab.
The official result is that the Australian team satisfactorily completed in 3 minutes and 5 seconds.
No, look at this.
The English team completed in 4 minutes and 35 seconds. The Australians have it.
No, this is wrong. The ref has just given you the decision. How do you feel, Elise? Really? Why don't we all jump in the pool together? Come on! No, come on! Come on! Come on, let's all get in there, Gruff! Come on, there's only place in there now. It's just a place. Get in there, Gruff. You crazy man, get in there. He's insane. He's insane. Get in there, Chris. A devastating defeat there for Team GB means it's 3-0 to the world with just one event to go. But first, a festival from Germany which helps people get their housework done.
She's very pleased, I have to say, because now she hasn't to iron my shirts because I do it by myself.
She's pleased because it gets you out of the house and maybe you'll never come back, mate. But I spot a flaw in this contest. What about the quality of the ironing?
The equipment is really important for this event, and the ironing is where we're getting our most points. Essentially, it is not just the speed of the sport, it is being able to iron effectively, so whether we've been extreme enough.
One thing's for sure, if you iron extremely for long enough, it will kill you. I intend to iron moderately and lead a long and successful life. For us, there's one contest left to go. It's the British home event. Dewey, Steve and myself must focus and get back on track if we're to avoid a humiliating 4-0 drubbing.
Edam, Brie, Gorgonzola, they all taste like shit. You can't beat a nice bit of cheddar or a whacking great wedge of double Gloucester. So with one more event to go, we have the home advantage. We're at the bottom of Primrose Hill. We're going to roll a cheese from the top of Primrose Hill and we're going to chase it like demented mice all the way down to the bottom. We don't fear the cheese and they don't stand a chance against us. Who are they? The world. Who are us? Britain. Bring on the world and bring on the cheese.
Down in Gloucester, man and woman risk life and limb running down a hill to take possession of that precious lump of cheese. 500 years ago this all started when the local townsfolk got high after eating a rogue cheese that had turned for the bad.
All you think about is just trying to keep in one piece. It's really good fun. I'll do it again and again and again.
And they do it again and again because the locals can't live without their double Gloucester. The cheese hits 70 miles per hour and paramedics line Cooper's Hill to catch the out-of-control participants. I asked these lasses for some top cheese tips.
Now their advice is beer. not for the Dutch courage, all right? We don't need Dutch courage. We're Brits. We've got our own. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right? This is to anaesthetise the appalling injuries that we may occur upon our own persons.
Blinded.
All right, you ready for some beer, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay. There you are, mate. Get that down, you. Go on, get it down, son. Well, it's a windswept day on Primrose Hill. Perfect conditions for Team GB. I'm here with the international crew who are laying down the challenge to us today. Hello, my friend, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Antti and I'm from Finland.
You're from Finland? Yeah, I've met some Finns before. They're a good team, they're strong. How do you think you're going to fare today when it comes to cheese rolling?
Oh, it was very fun, but it's been very cold today, so...
So you think you may be affected by the conditions?
Yes.
And what's your name, my friend?
My name's Chapman.
Chapman, where are you from, buddy?
I'm from Georgia in the United States.
Fantastic. And on the end there, my friend, what's your name, where are you from?
I'm Andreas Fuse, I'm from Denmark.
And slightly saucy. How do you feel about today? Are you confident?
Yeah, excited.
I wish you all the best, but I have to say, I really do think this is our event. Let the cheese rolling begin. Now this one is fraught with danger and injuries are a given. We did plan on doing this at the home of cheese rolling in Gloucestershire, but we were banned by the Gloucestershire Council on account of excessive danger. Fairly, what are the rules?
Well, they're quite easy on this one, Justin. When I give the go-ahead, I'll roll the cheese down the hill, and the teams then have to chase the cheese down to the bottom. And the first hand that touches the cheese is the winner.
My hand is on that cheese today, Fairly, I'll tell you that, mate. I'm like a big radioactive mouse. I'm insane for the cheese.
Okay, boys, wait until I've blown the whistle before you start. I will start the cheese, you wait until I blow the whistle.
Just play it fair, ref, today, please. Just play it fair. Okay. Right, come on, gents. Get the cheese! Get the cheese! Get the cheese! Get the fucking cheese! Steve! Team GB! We've got a cheese! We've got a cheese! Ref, what's your official fair assessment of the cheese race?
We've had injuries, but the British team won.
Yay! That was fantastic. The passion and the pride displayed in my team members. I'm starting to get, I'm sorry, just get a little bit emotional. Just give me a minute, I'll be all right. Just get a little bit emotional. I had faith in my boys, but I never ever thought I would see passion displayed like that. I've got Dewey's probably got a busted nose. Steve, he's cricked his neck and he can't feel his legs. But it was all been worth it. I mean, we're gonna have some bloody good sandwiches tonight. Let's roll a couple of tomatoes down and get there as well. Oh, that was fantastic. That was absolutely, come on, mate. Celebrations, however, were short-lived at Camp GB. We'd been defeated by the Yanks in the fish toss, we'd suffered total annihilation by the handsome Finns in the sauna, and then torn apart by Team Australia in the crab tying contest. And so overall, an horrific scoreline. Great Britain 1, the world 3. I'm sorry, man. I've let you down. I'm not fit to wear the flag around my neck. Why don't you just come down and kick me in the ass? I do this for Queen and country. I do it all for you. I've let myself down. I've let my country down. I've let you down. I'm not fit to wear the flag. I'm a fool. I've put my balls on the line. I've waved my Johnson about.